Hello and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world. And the world to New Zealand. And I've got to say, I mean, as much as we think that North Korea is crazy, bordering on psychopathic, we love this lady, don't we? The North Korean newsreader lady in pink. Why can't our newsreaders deliver the news that way and with that same sense of vim and vigour and patriotism? And so what do we know about her? Well, Ri Chun-hee is, I feel like I almost have to read this like in the style of her. Ri Chun-hee is the 74-year-old known as the People's Broadcaster. No, it's going to get too hard on the old vocal cords if I carry that on. She's partial to bright pink outfits. She has been seen in Western style suits sometimes, complete with shoulder pads. Her thunderous voice. I love that. She was born in 1943 into a poor family in Tongchong in what is now southeastern North Korea. She studied performance art at Pyongyang University of Theatre. She joined KCTV in 1971 and was promoted to chief news presenter just 3 years later. 1971. So 1974. So 43 years she's been reading the news on Korean TV. You've got to hand it to her. She knows her shit. She and her melodramatic delivery has reportedly won Ri the admiration of current leader Kim Jong-un. I bet it has. I've always felt that there's a bit of something going on there. I don't know what I base that on. I don't even know if I've ever actually seen them in the same room at the same time, but I feel like there's a, as Mike Hosking would say, a frisson. Sky TV is taking on cyber pirates. Demanding action from ISPs that they block sites like Pirate Bay. Of course, it's only just yesterday that Sky TV heard that there was a thing called the internet. So they're running to catch up. And yeah, they think that people are stealing their content. I mean, people are stealing their content, but of course these are people who would never subscribe to Sky anyway. So, and let's be honest, as soon as Pirate Bay closes down, 9 other similar cyber snakes rear their heads. So, yeah, I feel like they're spending a lot of time and resource and money on something that they can't win. Ask the music industry, ask the film industry, ask the software industry. You're fighting a losing battle. Just accept it, move on, and get your internet game together, Sky Television. We've got a study that's suggesting being married could help stave off dementia. Does that seem right? That being married actually drives you less crazy than not being married? I'm going to have to study that study a little bit harder, I think. And finally, turns out, this is another study. I mean, this is actually a study of actual things. What was claimed to be Yeti remains in museums and private collections, they've all turned out to be fakes. Of course, the newsroom couldn't resist using the adjective abominable fakes here. But well done, newsroom. The 8 specimens of bones, teeth, skin, hair, fecal samples. Somebody's claimed that Yeti shit was Yeti shit. Anyway, it's all found to come from bears, and one belonged to a dog. So yes, and this is all from the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau. I mean, so that may mean that there is no Yeti, and yet It also may mean that you might get attacked by a bear or a wild dog while you're up there. So I don't know that you can feel that much safer. In some ways, I'd rather be done in by a Yeti. That's a way cooler way to go than being taken out by a mountain dog. Anyway, I think the real lesson we should learn from that is, though, please curb your Yeti. You know, take one of those little smelly blue bags with you if you're taking your Yeti out on the mountain, and clean up after it. I am glennzb. I don't even want to think about what that must look like. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. We'll see you back here again tomorrow, unless you found this episode offensive. If you did, come back tomorrow anyway. Tomorrow's might be less offensive. Might be more offensive. You never know your luck. That's just the kind of crazy show glennzb TV is. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!